Relic ruins are tricky, so let me help you solve the Long Coast Relic ruin in Horizon Forbidden West. Now you can start wherever you want to in this relic ruin, but first you want to find the elevator. You can see it requires an energy coil. Zip line up to where this elevator is and go left, and you're going to see the energy coil right near where that elevator is. Pull out the energy coil and make your way back to the elevator. Now you're going to have to do this relatively quickly because the energy coil is losing charge. It is a straightforward path though. You just want to turn around and go down the steps as I did, and you'll be able to deposit the energy coil inside of the elevator. Now the elevator is on the first floor. You can take it up to the second floor or leave it on the first floor. You actually are better off leaving it on the first floor because that's where we're going to need it to put a crate inside of it. But you, as Aloy, are going to need to be on the second floor. So you're going to turn left and you actually have to zip line over to this area right next to the elevator, right where I am. You can either do that from the first floor if you've fallen down, kind of like I did, or you can do it right outside of the elevator. There are going to be climb areas right above the elevator, and you're going to climb up these as high as you can go because we're actually going to have to glide over into the second area of this relic ruin. So collect your item inside of that tiny loot crate, and then you can choose either step out on top of this tower. I'm going to choose the second one because it's closer to where we want to be, and you're going to see there are two pillars that you're going to need to pierce like a goalpost, and use your glide to drop down to this top area. There's going to be another crate that you can get a bunch of items in, and you're going to want to ignite the fire gleam and blow that up. Now on this top area, after we blow up this fire gleam, there is going to be this crate. You can see it right next to me. We're actually going to want to drag the crate through the area that we just blew up. Now what you're going to be able to do is you're going to be able to move this crate either into the elevator if you put it on the second floor, or if you left it on the first floor, you can put it on top of the elevator. It doesn't matter because you're going to need a second crate, and that second crate is going to have to go where that first crate didn't. So I'm going to make it easier on myself, and I'm actually going to push it down to the first floor because I couldn't find a way to get it moving on that second floor. So I'm just going to utilize the elevator to get this back up to the second floor. But if you can find a way on that second floor to keep the crate up there, you can do so, but I had to push it down to the first floor to bring it up via the elevator. Now this crate, again, you can either leave it in the elevator, or you can bring it up to the second floor, push it out of the elevator, drop the elevator to the first floor, and then push this crate on top of the elevator. Again, you need two crates to get to this relic ruin. So depending upon where you put this one, you're going to have to get the second crate and put that in the opposite location. So now if you have this crate on the second floor, you're going to see there's actually a climb area that we're going to eventually want to get to, which is where the second crate is going to come in. So now if you see on the floor, there is this area that we can actually bust out. And we're going to want to do that. We're going to want to get into the elevator. We're going to want to look up, and we're going to grab on to this area that we can break out and bust it open. So we now have a hole in our elevator ceiling. So now that we've done that, and I actually lowered the elevator to the first floor, I'm going to push this first crate on top of the elevator. So now that we're back at the elevator on the second floor, we want to go back into that other room where we just got that first crate. And we're going to want to go forward. So now we're on this top area. We want to go forward and glide over past this water area onto our dry ground. And we want to go all the way over to the left. Now, what we're going to do over here is we're actually going to climb up. We're going to get to the back wall, and we're going to continue to climb to the right. Of course, you have a supply box, so make sure you get the items in there. We want to climb over, and as soon as we climb over, we're going to drop to an area where there's going to be more fire gleam that we can blow up. However, after you blow up this fire gleam, you're not going to want to leave the room yet, and I'm going to show you that. So first, let's blow up this fire gleam to create an opening inside of this closed off room. Now you have to do this first, but don't leave the room. So you want to make a U-turn, and there is going to be a lever. You want to utilize your pulley to pull that lever. Now, if you don't go quick enough, this isn't going to work out. So I don't go quick enough, and there is a jump to area that you saw. I moved it with this pulley, but I didn't go quick enough, so it went back into place. So I have to go back into this room. I have to pull this lever again, and I have to run out and make sure I get onto this latchable area to where I can climb back onto this ledge where there is a supply crate, and there is also my crate that I'm going to utilize to jump on for the elevator. So again, in that room with the fire gleam, blow up the fire gleam first. Don't leave the room. You have to pull the lever and then run out to get onto our latch area so we can drop this second crate down to the first floor. Now we need to make our way back to the elevator. We're going to push our crate into the water. No need to get on top of it, even though Aloy decides that she's going to do that. Of course, she wanted to check out the area a little bit more. But just get as far back as you can, latch onto the crate with your pulley, and then start making your way back to the elevator. So that's what I'm going to do. You can also drag the crate if you don't want to use the pulley, but there are going to be some areas that the pulley is just going to make more sense. So now we've gotten to this doorway. We're not able to pull the crate through the doorway just by pulling it, so we have to use our pull caster. Then we're going to take the crate to the elevator. Now, if you remember, my first crate is on top of the elevator, so now I need to put this crate on the first floor of the elevator. Now, at this point, you've almost gotten this relic. What we're going to do is we're going to push this crate into our elevator. We already have our second crate at the top of the elevator. What we want to do is we want to make sure that we get our elevator to the second floor. And now what we're going to do is we're going to jump up from our first floor to our second floor. Then we're going to get on top of our crate that we just have on the second floor. We're going to jump over to these handles that are on the back of the elevator shaft, and we're going to be able to climb up to where the relic is. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this helps you get the relic, and if it did, feel free to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more Horizon Forbidden West content. I do a bunch of other RPGs, so feel free to check those out as well. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Until next time, peace.